I need a little time to recover. My eyes do. I mean, and I knew what this was going in. I knew what to expect. But at the same time, the images are still forever burned of seeing Sly's Italian sausage and his pasty ass. And I get it. We all have to start somewhere. At this time, he was pretty much homeless. And he did 2 days of work on this for $200. If you call it work. Yeah, he was working all right. He was working at damn Cobra. But, yeah, this is a first for me. Talking about an adult film. Yeah, Sly's first ever adult film. So I guess we'll have to talk about the Italian Stallion, aka the Party at Kitty and Studs. I mean, thank God this is only an hour, and don't ask where I had to go find and watch this movie. And yeah, I had to write down notes here, which I can't believe that I'm looking at, that I had to help, remember, because immediately after watching this, I wanted to shut it out of my mind. I needed a recall after watching this. I mean, I knew this was bad going in, but at the same time, I mean, you can laugh at some of this stuff that happens here in the film, but at the same time, it's excruciating. Like I said, thank God it's only an hour. But, I mean, so in the beginning, you see Sly, his character Stud, is running through the park, on the way to see his girlfriend and his girlfriend Kitty. And you got this really bad song about, Stallion. He's the Stallion, or whatever that song is. And, he's on the way home, to see his girl. And from there, when he gets to his girlfriend, it's just a lot of, sex. A lot of, I mean, this is the 70s, so bear with me here. There's a lot of this going on in the movie. Everybody's moving like this. Moving, caressing and rubbing and kissing. And you see girls full frontal, you see tits, you see bush, there's sideburns. And again, there's a lot of women moving like this and caressing and, rubbing and even the guys too. I mean, fuck. It's the 70s. Yeah, this is 100% pure vintage. Everybody's got bushes and shit. But, so throughout this thing, there's just a lot of rubbing and kissing and caressing. And even there's a scene where you see Stallone on this bed doing it with the girl. And the girl's like, I love nothing. Wait. I love rubbing on his strong shaft. Yeah, that's the eye of the cobra. That's John Spartan. And I make jokes because, yeah, this is just the images. The images are still burning. And she even says, give me all your juice. And then you have like a white chick and a black woman, which they were nice to look at, I'm not going to lie. Seeing full frontal of these two girls, okay. And there's parts in this where, they're making out or, they're making out and rubbing each other. And I'm like, okay, you see tits and stuff. You see their bushes, which is funny because I noticed that, even this, it's a softcore porno. Nobody's going near the bush. But you have scenes where, they're smoking joints. There's a scene where Sly sees a girl on the street and she flashes her cooch. And then at one point, Sly gets back home and Sly's character can't get this girl out of his mind. And he punches a window and then his hand's bleeding from the glass. And then his girlfriend is like licking off the blood from his hand. And this goes on for 2 minutes. And then she tapes up his hand. They go into the bathroom. She starts blowing Sly in the bathroom and then bites his dick. He's like, hey, you bit me. And then gives her like a little powder slap. And then she ends up on the bed where Sly's whipping her with a belt. And he's like whipping her nonstop for a minute. And then you get like towards the later part of this movie where there's a lot of people in this apartment and they're, naked, laying around, and they're moving. I mean, again, everybody's moving like this. And everybody's just, rubbing each other and, caressing each other and kissing, and, they're just moving about in the most 70s way. A lot of this going on, and, don't worry, I'm not going to start tripping, but I'm just giving you an example. Everybody's just moving like this. And there's a lot of rubbing. There's a lot of kissing. There's a lot of caressing. Because it's the 70s. And then like the last 20 minutes of this thing here is just a lot of, again, all these people in this apartment naked, laying on the floor or on the carpet, making out, rubbing each other, like they're on top of each other naked. There's a scene where a guy is getting blown while he's eating a banana. No lie. You got the two chicks. You got one scene where the white woman's going down on the black woman, and that was okay. But again, it's PG by today's porn standards. I mean, again, you can look at this stuff here, and there's quite a bit that you can scoff at because it's so vintage. But at the same time, it's just so bad. And then, like, by the end, everybody's, like, in a circle, holding hands, like they're doing Ring Around the Rosie. And then, like, the film ends. You know what? Take that out. I had to get that out of my notebook. It doesn't belong in my notebook. That's it. That's all I got. That's all I can... This movie... What'd you expect? I knew what to expect. But you guys wanted me to review every Stallone film. So that means I had to go back to the very beginning and talk about this movie. So yeah. I got that out of the way. I have pulled off this Band-Aid. So I'm ready to move on from this. Yeah. So that's all I have for my thoughts on the Italian Stallion, aka the Party Kitty and Studs. And I'm not going to even... Do you really think I'm going to give this any stars? What, maybe a quarter of a star for being an hour long? That's nothing. This deserves no stars. Yeah, hopefully this will be the first and last adult film that I'll be talking about here. So yeah, I just saved you guys a lot of trouble. I mean, again, there's quite a bit here that you can scoff at because of how vintage it is. And, there's a lot of softcore stuff here that really is, compared to today, you're like, what? But, yeah. Yeah, skip, and pass. Just don't watch this movie, please. You want to see what I just described, I recommend you don't watch this movie. I'm saving you the trouble. But yeah, that's it. That's all I have for now. Thank you for watching, and take care.
thank you to Direct to Screenwriter for being a patron and supporting the channel. And for anyone that would like to support the channel, I'll leave a couple of links down below in the description box to my PayPal and Patreon. PayPal for those that would like to request videos, and Patreon is for crediting if you want to be credited in videos. But that's it for now. Thank you for watching, and have a good day.